Good evening and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. It's Friday evening, so that only means one thing. Oh, that's a lovely shot there of Guesty alongside one of the, well, 20 I think is Talleyrand, the Sirocco Rocket. So anyway, what I was saying was it's Friday. Don't know why I've closed the iPad, that's a silly thing. It's Friday evening, it's MTCC time, and we're here for the second round. If you saw the first round, you would not believe your eyes. It was amazing. It really was. It was a race to behold. 3 different winners in the evening from 3 different races, and you know, at one point we had 3 cars on the last lap, on the last corner, vying for the lead. So let's have a look around. So what is MTCC? It's the Manufacturers Touring Car Championship run here at the Virtual Racers Club. It's the closest we can get to the British touring cars, and they're all Group 4 cars chosen, and they're 3 sprint races. As close to 10-15 minutes as they can be, and these boys duke it out. Simple as. Right, the host is asking if we're ready, so I should say yay. I'm just trying to I was all of a tither. I couldn't quite get on because Manipur was playing Fortnite and it was a struggle. The internet was not being kind to me. So we had a discussion. He's off for Fortnite and I am here to talk to you all now and watch this and say yes, because I'm sure Talleyrand would like to know that I am ready with my peeps here on the tube. Hey, oh no, I exited. Why did I exit? I don't know. Stick with me, guys. It's going to be fun. I'm obviously having a mare. Didn't even know it. So let's have a look. Racer Brown looks like he's been fastest in practice. And then Jam Huntington in the Rocco. Alpha not showing fastest with a 2:04. Well, we're at Nurburgring, by the way. Lots of people like this track. It's not fair of me to say that, but it's not one of my favourites. So here we are at the Nurburgring, and yeah, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be, there's loads of corners, loads of overtaking. Oh god, I've left that up. Get them off and off and off. Just about to start quali. Oh, I don't know, I'm getting text messages, so maybe something's gone wrong. I don't know. That's WhatsApp, and I've opened YouTube. It's my friend Carbon Dwarf. He's asking me if I'm streaming. Maybe I might be. We might be having this conversation on YouTube now. Carbon might be having, having this chat on the broadcast. So there you go, everyone. That was my good buddy Carbon Dwarf texting me, asking me if I was on air, and I have text back, maybe, I might, we might be having this chat on the broadcast. So interactive. We're going to go into qualifying pretty soon, I'm sure. Everyone said why, yeah, and there's the Talleyrand saying then let's go. 20 minutes qualifying here, guys, to work out the grid for sprint race 1, and then sprint race 2 will be the grid of the finishing of sprint race 1, and sprint race 3 is the reverse finishing of sprint race 2, and I think it's a rolling start, but don't be 100%. You can't find my stream, but I can say I can see it, so I'm there. Maybe it's set on private. Ooh, I don't know what to tell you. Oh, will I send him the link while they're on their outlap? I'll get rid of them big numbers for you guys. Okay, let's see. Let me bugger around. Just for you, Pete, Carbon Dwarf. Just for you, I am, instead of doing my job here, commentating on this great race. What's he doing? He's sending me voice messages now. On this superb round 2 at Nurburgring. I'm arsing about on YouTube looking for our feed so I can do a copy of link. I can hear myself talking, looking for a link. Oh, he's found it now. You knobhead. Wasted half my broadcast on you. He's alright, I'm only messing. So they're on their outlap here at Nurburgring. Oh dear. Blow me. Okay then. As long as you ask nicely. Homesick Alien. He is in the 4-wheel drive Subaru WRX. He had a solid round, last round. Always there, 4th or 5th. Strong little car, good starter off the grid. Racer Brown, he was ever improving as the races went through. Definitely one to look out for a win. Well, I think anyone in this grid can get a win. Anyone. Talleyrand did get a win last week. Had a great race. He could have got a win in the sprint, but Casper just nudged him. Just nudged him. Not nudged him literally, but just got ahead of him. It was last week's. I did it last week. Doing this week. Next week I'll do next week. So for this week, we're doing this week. And if you want to know what happened last week, you go and watch last week's. It's the best advice I can give you. There's Guesty. Couldn't make last week. I think work in real life got in the way, which is always a big fat bummer. But that car, it looks cracking. I do like the Mitsubishi. In season 2, when I partook in the Manufacturers Touring Car Championship. How quick can you reckon I'd get that down? Say Manufacturers Car. Oh no, not that one. When I had a go in season 2, my first season, it was in a Mitsubishi, and I loved it. Great little car. Didn't have the top end speed some of the others had, but tyre wear was never an issue, and it was solid in corners. So yes, I do like that car. Alpha just behind that. Oh, he's got a Audi TT. It's a monster. It really is. Literally, it's got a big M on the side of it to let you know. Jam Hunting then. It's the teammate of Talleyrand in the other Rocco Rocket. Shadow Rider in the Hyundai Red Bull. Looks great. Casper in the Toyota. In the Williams livery. Should we just say it's a Williams run Toyota? We're calling the Williams Toyota. Seems easy enough. So Casper won a race last week also. Skyjacker. So who haven't I seen? I haven't seen JTX. No, I think he said he couldn't make this. He's playing war. So Homesick Alien, I think he's playing Call of Duty in real life. Not Homesick Alien. There's Homesick, says the first time. Racer Brown, Talleyrand's pipped him by 3/10 with a 2:04.364. So standing at the top then. Oh, it's all moving. Alpha Nut's also gone ahead with a 2:04.277. So Alpha Nut 800ths ahead of Talleyrand, who did a 2:04.364, who is ahead of Guesty in the Lancer. I told you that's a nice car. Did a 2:04.677. Homesick, the original poster of the times, was a 2:04.698. He's just been pipped for 4th though by Skyjacker, who's just done a 2:04.678. Casper in his Williams Toyota. That's lovely. I love that little water imprint on the side of it. That's awesome stuff. Casper then, he did a 204.897. That put him in 6th place. Racer Brown. Yeah, I've got whooshes as well. Should do them as well. Whoosh in the Lexus. He did a 205.133. That was in 2/10 behind Casper. And 3/10 ahead of Jam Huntington in the Volkswagen Rocco Rocket liveried. Number 7 car is in 8th place with a 205.464 last week. And then Shadow Rider in 9th. Well, he's not, 9th at the moment with a 206.585. He's 1.1 seconds off of Jam Huntington. Still trying to find some. Well, he's at half a second up already, so he'll be there soon about. Alpha Nut then, he's 700ths off of his own time. Talleyrand, it was Homesick that was ahead of everyone, wasn't it? I saw someone with a purple, but it's Homesick we're going to watch to cross the line, see if he can improve his 5th place. No, who's that behind? Oof, no. Talleyrand just crossing the line, he doesn't improve. Guesty then crosses the line, doesn't improve. Skyjacker's quite away. Jam Huntington has improved, he's put himself up into 3rd place with a 204.589, 2/10 off his teammate, and 800ths ahead of Guesty in the Lancer. Shadow Rider improving, 205.849, so as CPI Casper with a 204.676, Skyjacker with a 203.893. Skyjacker's on pole. He's 203.893, good enough to knock his teammate off of the top spot. So Casper's time, we saw Casper go, Shadow Rider we saw going faster, but he's 7/10 now off of Racer Brown, and Casper in 5th with a 204.676. He's 800ths off of Jam Huntington, who now has been knocked down to 4th place because of Skyjacker. Oh, but we'll stick with Casper for the minute. He's on a purple. He did say in the Discord, how do you say it? It sounds odd. But he did say it in the app that we use to communicate that Toyota feels great. He thinks it's solid this week, although it looks a bit slidey. He needs a second off. So I just missed him going across the line, didn't I? See if he's improving. So at the moment, the Audis on home soil look very strong. The Roccos are the next up. Team lockouts at the front, isn't it, really? The Audis and the Volkswagens. Racer Brown just put it up into 5th place with a 204.637. Puts himself 300ths ahead of Casper. Homesick Alien's gone in to get new boots, so has Jam Huntington. Yes, this is a 20-minute qualifying session, and there is tyre wear in qualifying, so they do pop in now and again just to get some new sticky boots. So we'll be seeing something from Homesick soon. He'll be on an out lap. Shadow Rider also popping in, so they're all coming in around lap 4 for those new boots. Homesick looking like he's going to use an Audi for a tow, but I imagine the Audi will probably be coming in. That's Alpha Nut, probably be coming in at the end of this lap to put tyres on. Skyjacker also. Oh, Skyjacker, it says he's on an out lap, so Skyjacker must have already popped in. His tyres do look quite fresh. Fresh, you know what I mean, blood? That's... I don't know. These things just come to me, and then when I do them I regret them instantly. But you've got to try. Really chilled tonight. I feel chilled. I don't know why. I feel chilled. I can't say why. I had a good nap today. I haven't got to go to work for a couple of days, so I'm feeling good, you know. Oh, good stretch there. Something cracked. It was really great. Oh, lovely. Yeah. Oh, and there's no food for the commentary because I've eaten. I did dinner. I did pizza. I'll tell you what, it was all right as well. What I did, it was one of those Pizza Express ones you get from Tesco. I got it from Tesco. I'm sure you can buy it from anywhere, Waitrose if you're posh. But yeah, so I got one of these just then, and before I put it in the oven, it sort of said, like, you know, add some toppings yourself. It was an Americano, so it already had pepperoni and cheese on it. But yeah, the box said add some toppings yourself, and I thought, yeah, challenge accepted. Yeah, I'll take that on. So what I did, I opened a bag of nachos. I spread nachos on top of the pizza. I got a pepperami out of the fridge, a pair of scissors. I cut the pepperami all up into little slices, spread that over the nachos that were on top of the pizza, and then I grated some cheese all over the top of that, slapped that in the oven. Man alive, I had a nacho topped pizza. I'm not saying I've invented the wheel, but on the hop, I thought that weren't bad. It was good stuff. It was good food. Enjoyed it. Probably a little bit too much cheese, but you know, I don't mind. All washed down with a delicious can of energy drink, because no one pays me to say what energy drink I sup on, so screw it. I sup on an energy drink, but I will not say who. There's Shadow Rider in the Red Bull. Really like Red Bull. I coughed and I covered my mouth up instead of muting the mic, thinking that you would not be able to hear that, and that was just a ridiculous thought. I think I'm still half asleep. I don't know. Skyjacker, right, now I'm going to snap out of this silliness. I'm going to get back into this. There you go, Skyjacker, he's on a purple. Yeah, he's going up towards Valvey. Oh, I'm not drunk. I did think about having a Corona before we started this, and there we go. So Home 6 popped it up into third place. Talleyrand, he was in second, was he that recently? Was I daydreaming? But there we go, Home 6 with a 204.229, 600ths off of Talleyrand, and only 400ths ahead of Alpha. Now, something changed. I didn't know. I think someone come out of the pits. And Casper has gone up into second place. Great lap there from Casper with a 204.033 in the Williams Toyota. Slapped it there, only a tenth and a half behind Skyjacker, but Skyjacker then goes faster. He's got an answer. He goes a 203.660, going nearly 4 tenths faster than Casper. Put that one in your pipe and smoke it, he says. These two race each other in the HPEC, and when I say they race each other, we all get to watch Casper disappear into the distance, because in a hybrid prototype he's an alien. It really is. He's an alien normally, but put him in one of them cars and then he goes above and beyond. Talleyrand there in third place. He was pole, I think, last week, so he'll be looking to try and make some alterations to the grid. We've got 5 more minutes left. Homesick Alien, solid fourth, seems to be where he is. Can't quite get ahead. Well, he's ahead of Jam Huntington and Alphanut. But those TT cars, although Casper's not a TT car, is it? Okay, just ignore all that. Let's just have a look. So Jam Huntington is in 6th, Racer Brown 7th, Guesty is in 8th, Shadow Rider 9th. Shadow Rider 1.1 seconds off. He's really not enjoying that Hyundai. He's done a 205.849. He's 300ths up on his best time at the moment. Alpha Nut has gone 2:03. Alpha Nut has made it an Audi lockout again by taking second spot off of Casper. Casper's going to the pits to try and get new boots on for his last run. I imagine we'll see them all flooding into the pits now with the last 4 minutes to go. If there's people out there watching, just say something, because you can tell that I've gone a bit strange. I'm chilled. Shadow Rider doing a 2:05.717. That has got him somewhat closer to Racer Brown within a second. 2:05.717. Just got to find another second. It's there, Shadow Rider. You know it's there. Maybe brake a little earlier into the corners. Come out a little faster. This corner is awful. There's no good way of taking that. Come all the way out there. I don't like going over the lines, so I don't like going out there. So I take it slower. Coming down here, you've got to get onto that brakes, just to that sort of road, that side road, and then get on that accelerator. Yeah, that's the way. Then trickle round here. Third accelerator. Oh, yes, it's so every corner is just a ball ache. They're not fun corners, this at Nurburgring. Here we go, big, long, slow corner. Try and get the apex. Come off that apex, get back on the accelerator. Get it zooming all the way up the hill towards the chicane now. Some people take it flat. He's taking it flat. He can take it flat. Awesome. I'm never that brave. Looking for that side road, and that's it. Brake heavily over to the curbs. Then a little dab on the brakes, lift, and just trickle it through this corner, and then heavy on. Talleyrand has gone faster, but still, I mean, he's in third place. I don't know if he was in third, but yes. Skyjacker still in first. Alpha Nut has come in to get some boots on for his last run. Talleyrand has done a 2:03.956. So tight, he's only 2/10 off of Alpha Nut. Casper there in fourth. Homesick Alien is in fifth position. Guesty then in sixth. He's gone up 2:04.373. He's jumped ahead of Jam Huntington and Racer Brown. Jam Huntington not finding the pace of the Rocco like his teammate has so far. I'm not going to make the excuse that he's getting used to his wheel, because I think he's had a podium since getting used to his wheel, so we'll say that podium is proof he's used to his new wheel. But there he is in seventh place. Racer Brown then 2:04.637 is the best he's done. He's second ahead of Shadow Rider, 400ths behind Jam Huntington, and at the moment it looks like he's the toe for Talleyrand. He must be getting a great lap, because he's solidly been stuck behind that Hyundai. Now he's 3/10 down. Skyjacker, he's on a lap, I believe. Where is it? Yeah, just after this corner we have a sector, so we can get round. Kaboom on the accelerator. Skyjacker banging up that hill. Did we go across a sector? No, didn't notice one. But Skyjacker leading the way with a 2:03.660. Racer Brown has gone faster, but did it put him ahead of Jam Huntington? It may have put him ahead of Jam Huntington, but he's done a 2:04.407, puts him nearly 2/10 ahead of Jam Huntington, and only 300ths behind Guesty in the solid Mitsubishi Lancer. Could not praise that car enough. Awesome car. I'll tell you why JTX is not here. He's driving that god-awful Peugeot that no one should ever drive in their life, because it understeers. Oh my god, Casper's gone in the lead. Casper pulls over because he has just posted a 2:03.458. He's rolled his sleeves up and he said, "Beat that, boys. Beat that." Skyjacker has just gone across the line. He's done a 203.892, but finds himself 2/10 off of pole at the moment. Alpha Nut is on a lap. How far away from a line are we? Not far. But yeah, Casper happy with his day's work. Posted it into the pits. He's done a 203.458. Alpha Nut is 800 on it, up on his own time. He needs to find a bit more to get ahead of Skyjacker. Skyjacker also got in the pits, so it's just down to the boys here. Can anyone do anything about pole position? Talleyrand, is he going anywhere near a line? He's coming up to the line. I guess we can stick with him because Alpha's a little further back. So waiting for Talleyrand, across the line. He's coming around the tight hairpin like corner, last corner, up into fourth. Carries a lot of speed through there. Racer Brown's gone faster, and so's Talleyrand. Talleyrand's gone on pole. Oh dear, Casper sitting there, nothing he can do about it now. And where can Alpha Nut just get ahead of his teammate? We saw he was up. We saw Racer Brown has gone faster. He went in fifth. Homesick Alien's gone into sixth. No, Homesick Alien stays where he is, and Alpha Nut, he goes a 10th faster and does go ahead of his teammate. Well done, Alpha Nut. Super qualifying. Racer Brown there we saw going fifth. Jam Huntington has gone faster, but he's still in 8th. Homesick Alien in 6th, just ahead of the Lancer. Jam Huntington there in 8th, and Shadow Rider in 9th. That's a fantastic finish there from Talleyrand, right to the dead. A 203.077. He nearly got it out of the 203s. Casper thought, I'm pretty sure Casper must have thought he had it. Alpha Nut just at the last dead, 203.626, nudging down his teammate into 4th place. Racer Brown last minute as well, 203.849, getting himself up there into 5th ahead of the Alien. He's got to watch out though, because Guesty and Homesick will be starting very fast from 6th and 7th. The 4-wheel drive cars will be leaping, I tell you, up. I don't know why we're still, is it because Casper's in the pits? Yeah, that's why we're doing the countdown. I keep thinking we're going to go jump to the race. So congratulations Talleyrand, first blood of the day, a point for pole. He's got the Flying Finn though starting alongside him on the grid, and the 2 monster Audis just behind. There's Casper. This Toyota is just too slow on the straights. Yeah, I think there's a few of them. Casper, I think Homesick will agree with you about his Subaru, and I think Guesty will be Lancer, but they're better on their tyres, so it should level out. Losing 0.3 at least on last sector. Yeah, let's race on. Get in his toe, Casper, that's my advice. Get in his toe. His tyres will go off before yours, bro. Got to stick with him. Stay close. Let the tyres do their thing. And it is red lights here at round 2 for the MTCC. We're green. Go, 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 go. Talleyrand holding the line from Casper. Homesick up to 3rd already. I told you that to watch out for the 4-wheel drive. No, Homesick's in the lead. He jumped the whole way. 6 places, was it? Talleyrand in 2nd. Casper down to 3rd. Racer Brown is in 4th. Guesty up to 5th. I told you, the 4-wheel drives. Alpha Nut and Skyjacker really lost out on the grid there. Shadow Rider up to 8th from 9th. Jam Huntington's dropped down to the last position. Tough start for him, but Homesick Alien, what a start. 7/10 already on Talleyrand. Talleyrand, where's Racer Brown? Racer Brown's got ahead of in the corner, got ahead of Casper. So Casper down to 4th from 2nd. Alpha Nut in 5th there. So Alpha Nut was in 5th at that point. Just got swamped. Got Guesty up the inside of him. And yeah, there's the replay ended. Oh, you're going to make me press that to make it end. Okay, I see. So Homesick Alien still leading from Talleyrand by 6/10. Racer Brown in 3rd, but he has got Casper all over the back of him. Alpha Knot in 5th, Guesty there, struggling with Skyjacker coming past. That Audi is faster in a straight line. There's nothing you can do about it, but the Audi will use its tyres up before you do, Guesty. Just stick with them, and it'll come good later in the race. Shadow Rider in 8th, and Jam Huntington back there in 9th. So Homesick now, he's only a 10th ahead. That straight line speed of the Rocco proving to be a menace to the Subaru down the straight, but back in the corners the Subaru can find its feet again and try and maintain the lead. But Talleyrand, he knows the Rocco, he drove the Rocco, he knows the Subaru, he drove it a long time, he knows what it's capable of, he knows how to beat it down a straight line. But Homescolian holding that inside line. Is there going to be tears and tantrums? No, it's all fair. But Talleyrand's still got the inside line from Homescolian. Homescolian holding it there on the outside. But it looks like Talleyrand has made the move, and Homesick, there's nothing he can do about it. Yes, there you go, Talleyrand ahead of Homesick Alien. Homesick Alien trying to get a good run off the corner, down the straight at Talleyrand, try and make a move into the next corner, but he's not quite there. Meanwhile, Alpha Knot is up to 3rd and Skyjacker's up to 4th. They've got ahead of Guesty and Casper and Racer Brown. Racer Brown's dropped down quite a bit. Sure, we saw he was in 3rd place for a while. So lots of racing happening behind. We're missing because of the lead. Naughty Homesick and naughty Talleyrand. Stop racing so closely and let us watch the rest of the race. Guesty there, picking up a penalty, but it doesn't matter in the MTCC. You can just let it drain as long as you don't blatantly cut corners. Casper then in 5th, started on 2nd. But the powerhouses, they're all over Homesick. Alpha Knot's on the Homesick now. The speed of the TTs really proving great around here at the Nurburgring. Now Alpha will be chasing down Talleyrand. Homesick will be trying to stay in his tow for as long as possible. But remember, I do believe these FF cars' tyres will be a lot more shocking by the end of the race than Homesick. So Homesick, all he has to do is try to stay with them the best he can, and he's really up with Alpha at the moment. Homesick Alien, there's Skyjacker, just only half a second behind Homesick Alien. The straight line speed, he'll be upon him in any minute. Look at them all, they're all in the same shot. We're on lap 3 now. Talleyrand in the lead, Casper's there's 5th, Racer Brown in 6th, Shadow Rider is in 7th, so Guesty's dropped back quite a bit. Jam Huntington 9th, ooh. Guesty moving over a bit late to protect his line. Shadow Rider keeping his head down, just moving up through the fields as and when he can. So Talleyrand then, he's a 2nd ahead of Alpha Knot. Alpha Knot, he can't shake off Homesick Alien. Homesick Alien is just ready to pounce. A little mistake by Alpha Knot and Homesick will be there. Look, he's got so much on him in the corners. But that Audi is such a huge car, you can't get around the blooming thing. But then, once there's a bit of straight, bit of road, you can just see that Audi pulling away. And brakes again, Homesick Alien, back to advantage. Try and get as good a run out the corner as he can, stay in that tow, stay with the Audi, and see what comes in a lap or two when his tyres are poorly. Meanwhile, Skyjacker's only 3/10 behind Homesick Alien, and Casper, he came a lot to life at the end of the race last week, so he's one to watch for, sitting in wait. His tyres look fresh as daisies, and he's going faster than everyone else. So yes, Casper, interesting. Talleyrand though at the moment is leading by nearly 2 seconds ahead of Alpha. Oh my lord, there's a right move going on here. Homesick looked like he was going to make a move on Alpha, he had to come out of it, then Skyjacker, but then Casper's got ahead of Skyjacker, through Skyjacker trying to avoid Homesick, I'm guessing. Homesick, I can say the I just don't know why I don't. So Casper got ahead of Skyjacker in that little tangle up. Has started with Homesick making a move on Alpha, coming out of it, but there we go, the Audi powering past. Is he going to make it 2? He's got past the Toyota and the Subaru, and it looks like Casper now is trying to make a move on the Subaru, but no, tucks in behind. This is amazing racing, this is great, look at them all. And there we see Homesick pulling out again to try and make a move on Skyjacker. Looks like it's working. Skyjacker on the inside though, is Homesick going to be able to keep it? Homesick keeps it. What racing we have going on here, gentlemen and ladies, if there is any of you. I know you like sports just as much as dudes, so it could be. And Casper, there we go, opportune, making a move on Skyjacker. These guys are racing. This goes beyond racing. It's like intuitive driving. So Homesick Alien in the last podium position, ahead of Casper, who is ahead of Skyjacker. Racer Brown decided he wants a piece of this action. He's brought his Lexus up to the back of Skyjacker and said, hey guys, let's have a nudge fest and see who stays on. No, we don't do that here. But there we see, oh, he's nearly up the side of Skyjacker. Skyjacker's off wide. I was only joking, Racer Brown. He didn't have to do it literally. So Skyjacker there in 5th place after getting a small knock from Racer Brown. Casper carrying on the race with Homesick. Homesick trying to block off all opportunities Casper may get of an overtake, but Casper's there in the little Toyota. He's up. Homesick Alien out on the grass, gives Skyjacker the chance to get back up into 4th place. Behind him it looks like Shadow Rider's made it. Well, he got ahead of Racer Brown, who had to lift because he had a nudge with Skyjacker. Jam Huntington ahead of Guesty. Oh, really praised that car up, and it looks like Guesty's not enjoying it. I hope, oh, what a shame. Talaran then is 3 seconds ahead of Alphanaut. Alphanaut is 3.5 seconds ahead of Casper, who is now ahead of Skyjacker, but Skyjacker, we think, a faster car. His front tyres are a lot more worn. As that was Homesick Alien, his tyres are about the same. Shadow Rider and Racer Brown, their tyres are a lot fresher than Homesick Alien's. Homesick Alien's going to be under pressure here for the last 2 laps of this race. Jam Huntington in 8th and Estes 9th. So Talaran looks like he's got this under control for lap 5. He's 3 seconds ahead of Alphanaut, and Alphanaut 3 seconds ahead of Casper. So everything so far looks on the up and up. Skyjacker then, this is where the race is. An ailing Homesick Alien. His tyres slightly more worn than Shadow Rider and Racer Brown, but Shadow Rider is distracted because he has a Racer Brown trying to get past. Whoosh. Let me have a little sip of my energy drink to wet the whistle. Ding 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 ding. It's lovely. So Racer Brown looks like he dropped off Shadow Rider a little bit there, but it looks like now Shadow Rider having a run on Homesick Alien into the chicane, but no, Homesick Alien protecting his position. Where am I going? I'm going the wrong way. So yeah, it looks like Casper there has pulled a little bit of time off of Skyjacker. So the top 3 looking quite comfortable. Still 3 seconds. Still, well, Casper's starting to close down on Alphanaut, but with only 2 laps to go, including this lap, I think it's a tall ask for Casper to catch up Alphanaut, but we will keep an eye on that. So far, Skyjacker dropping back to Homesick. Homesick being able to pull away from Shadow Rider and Racer Brown. I thought these guys were going to have Homesick with his tyres being so poor. Looks like Skyjacker and Homesick's tyres are about the same, virtually the same, but there we see Homesick making a move. He's going for it. He's on the inside now, but no. Skyjacker closing the door, saying not today. Not today. But these and Jam Huntington there in the distance, you can see catching up these guys. They're all going to finish at the same time. Oh, like Shadow Rider looking for a way up the inside of the Alien. Homesick. He's under so much pressure. There's always someone trying to overtake him. He's holding that 5th position. Talleyrand's still leading from Alphanaut. But it does look like Casper is getting close. Oh, Shadow Rider. Is he going to make the move stick? Because I want to go and look at Alphanaut and think Alphanaut is under some pressure. Oh, he's definitely got that Toyota getting closer. I think I just saw him in the distance. It's not as close as I thought it was. That's alright. We'll stick with this little race then, with Homesick Alien, Shadow Rider and Racer Brown and Jam Huntington in the next couple of corners. We'll be with these guys. Meanwhile, Skyjacker, he's getting a bit of breathing space. He was in this malaise, but now he's not. Oh, I do think now that Shadow Rider and Alphanaut and Casper are right with each other. They are 4/10. We're into the last lap. Casper looking to make a move. Oh no, Casper looked like he jumped out the toe and then proper lifted, but he has caught up Alphanaut no end. Alphanaut struggling with those tyres, definitely struggling with those tyres. Talleyrand, his tyres are bad, but he's got a lovely buffer, so I don't think he has anything to worry about for the moment. But there we see Casper of the inside, but Alpha's back to the inside. This is going to be a race all the way to the end. Shadow Rider is ahead of Homesick. Racer Brown's ahead of Homesick. No, Homesick and Racer Brown are having a massive ding-dong. But I've got to watch Casper and Alphanaut. They're having a massive one as well. I've heard ding-dong when I've watched back the replays, and I realise, or the streams, I realise how awful it sounds, and I'm trying not to say it. But that one slipped out. I apologise. They're having a battle. Something more aggressive than ding-dong. It's like something when, like, you know, you look at a girl across the room and go ding dong. I don't know. But there we go. So Casper has got ahead of Alpha. I think Alpha with those tyres was a big ask. Skyjacker then in 4th. Shadow Rider there in 5th. Homesick Alien, he's there ahead of Racer Brown for the moment. Jam Huntington did join those guys. So Homesick Alien, only 2/10. Racer Brown really wants that position. Shadow Rider doing great. Didn't look great in qualifying. He's up to 5th. Are they all coming to cross the line now? There's Talleyrand in the final chicane, coming up to the last corner. Casper ahead of Alphanaut. Skyjacker ahead of Shadow Rider. It looks like Racer Brown's going for one last move, but Homesick on the inside in the chicane maintains the position. Talleyrand there we see crossing the line. Congratulations, 2nd win in MTCC4. Casper, well done. And Alphanaut finishes your podium. Skyjacker 4th. So only just. Shadow Rider 5th. Homesick 6th. Racer Brown 7th. Jam Huntington coming across the line to finish in 8th. And Guesty there finishing in 9th. Wow, what a race, eh? Poor Alphanaut. I don't think there was anything he could do with that onslaught from the Toyota at the end. I think the tyres were gone in the Audi and he was done. Congratulations, Talleyrand. Pole position and win. Not the fastest lap though. I think Casper may have had that. But we will go to your race results and check that for you right this instant. So, no, Skyjacker. Skyjacker got the fastest lap with the 2:04.291. Talleyrand with the win. Casper in the Toyota finishing in 2nd place. I'm not going to move that arrow, that'll be annoying for you to watch it. I'll just sit back, not touch anything. And Alphanaut takes the final podium position. Skyjacker there in 4th. Shadow Rider in 5th. Homesick 6th. Racer Brown 7th. Jam Huntington 8th. And Guesty 9th. Wow. It's hard to pick a race out of Shadow Rider, maybe. Didn't he qualify 9th? He finished in 5th. He battled his way past Racer Brownholme 6. So yeah, Shadow Rider. Casper close. Well, obviously Talleyrand for winning the race, but winning brings it, spoils itself. I give my driver of that race to Shadow Rider. He moved up the most positions, and he was battling. He battled hard. And Casper, that was amazing near the end there. That getting 3 seconds back on Alpha Nut with only 3 laps to go. Must have done some stunning lap times. I think Alpha Nut was ailing with tyres, but still, great race from everyone. Fantastic stuff. Hey, Pat's in the house. Only saw the last couple of laps, but looked like a good close race. It was Pat. It was that Pat. So we're going in 10 minutes. Do you know what that means? I reckon I got a chance to try and round the rabbits up and give you a little bit of silence. Silence is golden. No, I'm going outside to do something. Why is the back door wide open? No wonder it's chuffing freezing. Why is the back door open? Yes, you do, because you're there and I'm not in. I closed it after I came in. Yeah, you went out and got ice cream, didn't you? And now you've turned us all into ice. Right then. Right. Oh, what's going on here? Oh yeah, he's just changing the settings, and then we can go and have a look at someone going around whilst I am going to throttle my child for making me so cold all the way through that commentary. Right, we're looking at the track. No, we're not. We're not doing anything. Spectate. There you go. Oh dear, I've broke it. Right then. Go on, Skyjacker, you can go out. So, you guys watch Skyjacker tootle around, and I'm going to see if I can quickly nip a fag in 10 minutes. He only gave us 5 minutes in round 1. He must be feeling chilled. I think we're all chilled tonight. It's that kind of night. It's Friday. Hey. Look, everything closes in an hour and 15 minutes. Who's going anywhere? We just start the races at 10. Get more viewers. Cheers, Boris. was an interesting way of saying hello, I'm back. I don't know why. I clicked it. I wasn't even thinking. I was looking at the cat. I was just thinking, it hasn't moved all day. I think I want to go and check if it's still alive. It's just been on the sofa. Not moved. So yeah, the cat might be dead. I'm not sure. I'm going to poke it with something in a minute. But yeah, it's friggin' freezing outside. I can tell you. But not here, at Germany. In the commentary box, lovely and warm. Look at the sun's out, the track's dry. We're coming up to the second sprint race. I better give a secret message. Hang on, I think I forgot it. Oh dear. Brain blank. I think I've used Baby's Got Back. I can't think of any songs with back in it. I'm not asking about beer all day. Back. Jack. In. The sack. So yes, here we are for race 2 of the MTC. I don't feel like I've been very, I don't know, I'm never professional, I know, but I just feel like I've been subpar this evening. I must apologise. I just feel like I'm a bit too relaxed. I'm just sitting here chilling, watching these guys race, and you know, I'm not doing that. Oh my god, he's just gone round a corner! It's unbelievable! He's going up into 4th gear! This is great! My word, Shadow Rider now leading the pack from Homesick Alien to Casper to Dalaran to Alpha to Skyjacker to... I feel like I've just been a bit sort of, you know, yeah man. But Shadow Rider's ahead of Homesick. It's no big deal. Homesick's ahead of Casper, so it's alright, isn't it? All balances out in the end. Let's have a hug. So I think the second race is just about to start. Talleyrand is 4/10 up on the time that Shadow Rider has set, which was 2:05.848. We're going to go for another, what was it, 7 laps? Boom. I think the grid is going to be based on the finishing positions of the sprint race. Everyone's giving it a Y. Everyone's giving it the large Y, ain't they? It's all capital Y's round here. I'm going to go for a... Can you? No, you can't. Can you? I don't know. Let's have a look. I'm going to go for a little Y. Soft Y. There you go. Soft Y. Yeah. Oops. Trying to put my controller back down. So we're watching Shadow Rider. Boom! Bounce right off. Who was that? It was a pink... Oh, the pink Alpha and the Shadow Rider bounced off. Thank you, Skyjacker. Be gentle with me. Use plenty of lube. Talleyrand has started the final. He's going to interrupt the donut of Shadow Rider. He's on his 5th circulation. Ah. Here we go then. Frochtem fahren. Sheer driving pleasure. You won't see a BMW in this deck. Freude am Fahren. So we got Talleyrand on pole, Casper, Alpha, Skyjack, Shadow Rider, Homesick, Race Brown, Jam Huntington, and Guesty. Right, we press this button to get rid of all of those symbols, and we watch in anticipation for the lights. 1 red, 2 red, 3 red, 4 reds, and it's green. So we saw Homesick there right on the wall. Look at Homesick trying to get around Skyjacker on the wall. So Homesick up to 2nd already. Homesick did exactly what he did in the first race, leapt in front of everyone. That Subaru can start. Man alive. So Talleyrand down to second. Shadow Rider had a great start also, up to third. Casper down to fourth. Skyjacker in fifth. Alpha in sixth. Those Audis just don't get off the line very well. Alpha and Skyjacker in a battle at the moment. Team on, team action. But it looks like Skyjacker has pulled ahead with Guesty just there in the mix with Racer Brown, Guesty and Jam Doe. The Jam now ahead of Guesty and Racer Brown in seventh. Up ahead then we have Homesick still ahead of Talleyrand with Shadow Rider in third place. Casper 4/10 off Shadow Rider, just ahead of Skyjacker. Skyjacker, the grunt of the Audi, looking to get past the Toyota down the straight. Casper holding the fourth place, but he's on the outside and it's out the corner. We see the Audi really has the grunt, but no, it seems Casper has managed to hold off the TT for the time being. Up ahead then, Homesick still, he's 3/10 ahead of Talleyrand. He's got to have a win soon in this Subaru. He's had some good steady races, getting fourths and fifths. I don't know if we've seen him on the podium yet. Talleyrand, a win last week, a win this week. It's all going well for the championship. I haven't had the time to read the table out. You'll have to go to www.virtualracersclub.co.uk. All the tables are on there. You'll have to go and check the tables. There we see Talleyrand making the move on Homesick in the final corner on the first lap. Homesick's just going to try and stick to the back of the Rocco, but that didn't work out for him in the last race. The Rocco just rabbited. So Homesick then in second. Shadow Rider still maintaining that third place. Skyjacker ahead of Casper. Casper looks like he's in trouble. Where did Alpha not go? Oh my, oh dear. Oh, don't think that'll do anything with it. Looks like it happened a while ago. Yeah, sorry. So we don't know. But Talleyrand there ahead of Homesick Alien with Shadow Rider, not Racer Brown. Shadow Rider in third, but Shadow Rider is under immense pressure from Skyjacker, although Skyjacker made a small mistake there. There we go. We see Homesick coming back at Talleyrand. It's the corners where Homesick is stronger, but is down on straight line speed to some of the cars around him. Talleyrand, he's connected with that Rocco. They bonded early in this championship. It's a lovely looking car, the Rocket livery, black and red. Oh, looks like Skyjacker has made the move on Shadow Rider. He's only just ahead. I saw he was off the track, but yes. Oh, now Shadow Rider is in trouble from Casper. Casper looking of the inside. Looks like he's made it stick. That's a tough lap for Shadow Rider. Lap 2 here at the Nurburgring in race 2 of round 2. It's all the 2s, Shadow Rider. And your name ends with 2. It's there. It's all there. Look it up on the internet. The power of 2, Shadow Rider. And now Racer Brown is looking for a way past Shadow Rider, who just got hit with the bad luck 2. 2-2-2. Talleyrand, oh, he's under threat from Homesick Alien down the straight. Homesick Alien tucks in behind to grab the toe. Talleyrand, no, Homesick Alien grabs the fastest lap with the 2:04.470. And he's only a 10th behind Talleyrand. He's looking for an open doorway in these corners. He's faster in the corners than Talleyrand. He's looking for a way past. These two have battled before, so they know how each other race, and they're very courteous to each other, very respectful. Homesick just trying to find anything before the next straight. Skyjacker in third, Casper in fourth, Racer Brown in fifth, Shadow Rider in sixth, Jam Huntington seventh, and Guesty in eighth, Alpha Nut in ninth at the moment. We're on lap 3 of 7 in the second race of the second round of the MTCC4. And what a treat we are having, because Talleyrand and Homesick caught in a battle. Skyjacker in third, just 4/10 ahead of Casper, but it looks like Casper is coming for him, wanting another podium for the day, racking up the points for the championship. This is going to be one hell of a tight championship after this round, I can tell you. And I must be fair, I don't think I've looked at it from the first round. If we get a lull at some point, I'll try and have a quick look. But at the moment, we're watching Casper doing anything he can to find a way past Skyjacker. So for Casper, it's 5/10 behind Skyjacker, who is in the final podium position. It looks like he's got the toe. Homesick looks like he's got toe on Talleyrand as well. Further back, we see Shadow Rider just ahead of Racer Brown, and Jam Huntington just ahead of Guesty. Shadow Rider pulling over to try and break the toe for Racer Brown and defend on the inside line. They're side by side going into the corner, but Shadow Rider edges a little bit more ahead. Racer Brown just stuck behind. There we see it's like Jam Huntington just ahead of Guesty. So there's racing all the way from top to bottom of this pack. Talleyrand just ahead. Look, who do I watch? They've all paired off. They've all paired off and decided to race each other in twos. It's like school. There we see Skyjacker and Casper. Casper up the inside of Skyjacker, but Skyjacker, can he maintain it? No. Yes. No. And yes. So Skyjacker maintains third place. Talleyrand ahead, still ahead of Homesick. So Skyjacker ahead of Casper. Shadow Rider still ahead of Racer Brown. And Jam Huntington is still ahead of Guesty. And there we see Racer Brown looking like he's going for the move up the inside of Shadow Rider. Shadow Rider is holding that line because it's the inside line. He's in a better position going through this corner. But now Racer Brown pulling slightly ahead of Shadow Rider. Jam Huntington trying to be opportune. His stick. And he does. Wow. Jam Huntington, what a move. Just slung it up there. I thought he was going to get past both of them, but no, he's still behind Shadow Rider. I was getting a little excited, a little too quick, it seems. Racer Brown in 5th, Shadow Rider 6th, Jam Huntington in 7th. Everything's still the same up ahead. Talleyrand ahead of Homesick and Skyjacker ahead of Casper. But at the moment, we're watching this three-way battle between Racer Brown, Jam Huntington and Shadow Rider, because it is a ding-dong. Let me press one of them. Whoosh. Jam Huntington in 6th place, fighting. Oh, poor Shadow Rider though. Wasn't he ahead of all of these guys at the beginning of this lap? Shadow Rider. He's getting for the toe. Guesty then joining the party as well. Guesty in the Lancer Evo. Let's have a look around the field though, see how things are. Oh my word. Homesick and Talleyrand will be in absolute battle. Everyone is in an absolute battle. Oh no, Casper got ahead of Skyjacker. I don't know if we'll catch it. Yeah, it's already happened, it looks like. I apologise. On that 5, you see Casper getting ahead of Skyjacker. So Talleyrand only half a second ahead of Homesick Alien. He hasn't let it go. That's the tyre situation, pretty similar. We're on lap 5, pretty much halfway, just under halfway round lap 5. We're just coming up to the 2nd sector. Is it a 4-sector lap? There we see Casper sitting in a lovely 3rd place after getting ahead of Skyjacker. Skyjacker in 4th, tyres not looking too great. Racer Brown ahead of Jam Huntington. Jam Huntington's tyres are the worst out of that group. Shadow Rider might be sitting pretty near the end. Here we see Guesty getting used to the Mitsubishi Lancer. And there you see Alpha Nuts after whatever happened early in the race. He's got the fastest lap though at 2:03.948. So that's worth points. Oh, it looks like Casper's starting to catch up these leaders. That is Casper's MO. He does like to get in there in the last lap and apply some pressure when everyone's trying to protect their tyres. Talleyrand only 6/10 ahead of Homesick Alien. Homesick Alien has managed to cling on to the back of Talleyrand better in this race, hoping that Talleyrand's tyres go off, but they don't seem to be. 205.517, 205.522. The lap differences, barely anything in it. Skyjacker there, he's 6.3 seconds ahead of Shadow Rider. He hasn't got a whoa. What the goddamn happened here then? I don't know. But somehow Guesty has got ahead of Racer Brown and Jam Huntington. They look like they're having little nudgies with each other. So Guesty up into a 6th place. That is great stuff. We love it. And he's still got that 6th place just behind Shadow Rider, and Shadow Rider is up ahead as well, because Racer Brown was leading the pack, Jam Huntington was next, then Shadow Rider, then Guesty, but somehow they flipped the script upside down. Talleyrand then only still just ahead of Homesick Alien. We do not know how this is going to end. Will this be Talleyrand's 3rd win this season, or will it be Homesick's 1st win as reigning champion in this season? Or can Casper surprise us all? We're coming around to the 4th sector of the penultimate lap. Skyjacker then 5.5 seconds ahead of Shadow Rider. These guys are catching Skyjacker up. He has got some real tyre wear issues going on there, but Shadow Rider's tyres look quite pleasant. Guesty's not bad, Racer Brown's aren't bad, and nor's Jam Huntington's really. Alphanut only 3.2 seconds behind these guys. He's on an immense pace, so he might be trouble by the end of the first lap. Oh my lord, this is the lead, guys. Look at this, going into the last lap. Talleyrand is half a second ahead of Homesick Alien, but Homesick Alien is only 2/10 ahead of Casper. It looks like Casper is ready to pounce. Lap 7 of 7, top 3 separated by 0.8 of a second. And my word, hold your breath, because we do not know who is going to win this race at this very present moment. Talleyrand sitting ahead of Homesick, but there we can see Casper trying to go around the outside, but he's on the inside now. Homesick going out up wide, maintaining the 2nd place from Casper. Talleyrand ahead of Homesick, Casper then in 3rd, Skyjacker 4th, Shadow Rider sticking to that 5th place, 2 seconds ahead of Guesty, but Guesty now under pressure from Racer Brown. Racer Brown trying to have a look up the inside. Racer Brown chucks it up there, he makes it stick. So Guesty down to 7th for Jam Huntington. Oh sorry, Jam Huntington. Z trying to follow Racer Brown through. Guesty right on his nose though. It's not over between these guys. Casper has got ahead of the Alien, I'm afraid. I know it's hard to watch all the racing everywhere. So Talleyrand with Casper and Homesick getting into a race has given him a 1.6 second lead going into the last sector of the last lap. So Casper just ahead of the Alien. The Alien will be wanting that position back, but has he got the tyres to do it? They're not as good as Casper's. I think from now though, Casper's got a big ask to try and catch up. Talleyrand, he's into the chicane. Then it's one more corner, and it's race 2 of 2 for this round for the Rocket Sirocco. Casper still ahead of Alien, but only just. There's going to be a tight finish between these two. Who will finish 2nd? It looks like it will be Casper, but it was tight. There you go. Talleyrand crossing the line. No, Homesick ahead of Casper. Skyjacker then taking 4th. Shadow Rider coming round 5th. Racer Brown looks like he's got that 6th in the end. Jam Huntington just ahead of Guesty. Noxie's not even here. Sorry, Guesty. And Alphanut, he did catch him up in the end virtually, but whatever woes he had early in the race is how that ended. So, congratulations again to Talleyrand. Had pole position, but that's just because he won the first race. Now you've got to get through the field for race 3, my friend. How is that going to stick? Whew, that was a weird old phase out, wasn't it? See them all popping back into the lobby. Hi guys, great race. Yes, hello Guesty, hello Alpha, hello Homesick, hello Jam, hello Shadow Rider. Very great racing. Great racing. Homesick got it then. Shall we go to race results? Because it did look to me like Homesick got back that second place. Oh, Casper said sorry, so maybe there was a nudge. Maybe there was a nudge and Casper gave him back the race. Jokers, congratulations guys, he's on the chat. Not the replay, it's race results we want. So there you go, Talleyrand won. Yes, it looks like Casper must have lifted or something to let Homesick through to second place. Casper third, Skyjacker a great fourth, Shadow Rider in fifth, Racer Brown in sixth, Jam Huntington seventh, Guesty eighth, and Alpha Nut ninth. Alpha Nut with the extra point for fastest lap with a 2:03.948. So, and that was done on lap 2. That's fantastic stuff. Now this next race I think's reverse grid. I want to say it's a rolling start, but I think I said that last week and it surprised me by being a standing start. So I'm going to say it's a standing start. What the hell? Nothing's been changed yet, has it? There's no point going to spectate. Has he changed settings? We'll pop in to have a look. We can at least look at them in the pits. 2. So there they all are. I think all these cars look scuffed up, don't they? So maybe there's lobby settings haven't been changed yet. Someone's going out there. Shadow Rider. Excuse me. Ugh. It's not corona, it's just, I think it's a cold or something, but not a cold. Shouldn't have waited. Either way, you deserved that one. Ah, well there you go. Casper and Homesick being overly gentlemen to each other is always nice. So, yes. Loading times are a ball ache. They really are. I think it feels slower tonight for some reason. Oh, going 10 again. That means you guys get a break from me talking ship. I said ship. It's got a P on the end. I was going to start getting maritime on you and talk about ships. I've worked on all sorts of ships. Excuse me. So he says go in 10. You guys aren't going to get to watch anything because it looks like no one wants to come out. God, I'm telling you, my PlayStation is so slow at the moment. I don't know what's going on. Ooh, I love that though. I like the sunset. It looks good. Come on, someone, go out. I want to go and blow my nose for 10 minutes. Do right, do right, do right, do right. Na 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 na. Come on, Arlene. Oh, I swear it, Arlene. I can show who's gone out. I heard a car. I was singing, so my eyes were closed. He's gone out in the wrong damn car, Alpha. He's so sick of the Audi TT, he's taking the Hyundai out. From the GTMC, a little bit of advertising, yes. There, catch the GTMC sometime during the week because I'm not around to do it live on a Tuesday night. But yes, that's his GTMC car from last season. See, I was almost tempted to go out and do a lap in a car just on the hand controller, but I thought I'd mess up all the race results, so I haven't. But he's changed cars, so would that not change? Because if I enter and then exit again, it'll mess up the it'll mess up the order, I think. So I've refrained from jumping in my Lancer and having a little nip around. I want to though, I really do. I can't. It'll ruin the. I think it mess up the race thing. I'm pretty sure. But he's taken a Hyundai out. Wouldn't that mess up the race results? I'm such a wuss. I'm waiting for someone in the comments to say just do it. But then I won't be able to go out and have a bit of fresh air. I love the sky. The sky looks awesome. If I went out. So Alpha out in his Hyundai. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Everyone else is in their MTC cars. So I think he's just doing a little testing. Skyjacker says he can't wait to watch the stream. Stream's a bit lacklustre, to tell it true, Skyjacker. I don't know why. The bloody commentator, his just heart's not in it. No, I'm joking. I am. I'm in it. I'm in it. I'm enjoying it. I don't know. I just don't feel like it. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's because I got a cold. Not COVID. It's a cold. I'm flipping freezing all the time. That's not COVID. I should be hot. And I feel bunged up. But other than that, I am super duper. Thanks for asking. Super duper. Thanks for asking. I'm super duper. Thanks for asking. Right, someone else is out, so I'll watch them, and then I will go and get some fresh air. Oh, that rocket looks nice at this time of night. Hot sauce. Hello everyone, I'm back. So here we are, we're getting ready for race 3. Let me put a little soft Y out there. I bet that sounded tinny as hell, but you know, it might have made you smile, and if it made you smile, then you know, it did its job. I love your racing, Casper. It's brilliant. I can't get over how great and lucky I am that I get to sit here. That sounds sarcastic. No, I really do. No, it's great. It's an honour to sit here and watch such great racers doing their thing. It really is. Whee, that looks cool. Shadow Rider, he was parked along home. And Alphanaut back in his MTCC car. He's dropped the Hyundai. Sky looks absolutely fantastic in the background. I love it. So it says Alpha has done the fastest lap time of the practice. Okay then, sounds to me like we're gonna have our third race. There's Homesick Alien, so close boy, we'll call him. So close but so far. He has not managed to get a win in the MTCC4 after such a dominant season in MTCC3. Okay then, reverse grid, I'm saying standing start. Let's have a look here at the Nurburgring, sorry. It's a rolling start, I was wrong. Oh God. So great for Alphanaut then. This is going to be Alphanaut's best chance. Well, not because he's a great driver. Every chance is a win every time he takes the grid. But this is going to be a great opportunity for a win. Starting in a very fast car at the head of the pack, being out of position in race 2 for whatever reason it was. There we can see the lights, the countdown, and we are go giddly diddly go. So Alphanaut leading the pack from Guesty. Jam Huntington tucked up behind. Racer Brown there in 4th. It looks like Jam is making a move early doors on Guesty. He looks like he's up the inside of the first corner. Skyjacker Alphanaut. Wow, what? See Racer Brown tucking up. It looked like Jam Huntington didn't go too well, but Alphanaut was on such a wide line. I think there was avoiding action there. Guesty still in 2nd place from Racer Brown. Shadow Rider there in 4th place. Skyjacker is in 5th. Jam Huntington dropped down to 6th. Casper is in 7th. Homesick is in 8th, and Talleyrand is in 9th position. So Alpha maintaining that lead with Racer Brown in 2nd place, just ahead of Guesty, but Guesty is under a lot of pressure from Shadow Rider. Shadow Rider was up the side of him but has lost something. They're all moving out the way of Shadow Rider. Skyjacker and Jam Huntington avoiding action on Shadow Rider, but Shadow Rider now is down to 6th position alongside Casper. Casper looking to try and make a move on him up the inside. I don't know what quite went wrong there, but my word, it caused a little mayhem. Alphanaut then 1.7 seconds ahead of Racer Brown. Racer Brown in the Lexus having a great race, 1.5 seconds ahead of Guesty, who has Skyjacker for company, and close company at that. There is definitely no social distancing going on in between those two cars, with Jam Huntington just sitting behind there, and Casper got ahead of Shadow Rider, and Homesick and Talleyrand are still keeping hold of those last 2 places. Up ahead then, Alpha up to nearly 2 seconds ahead of the Lexus of Racer Brown. Skyjacker getting the toe on Guesty, but he's on the outside. Is it enough to cut across? It is. He's got ahead of Guesty. Guesty down to 4th, ahead of Jam Huntington, who ironically was racing in the first race. So these 2 cars have got to do it all over again. Casper sitting just behind them in 6th place, ahead of Shadow Rider, who is still ahead of Homesick Alien, who is ahead of Talleyrand. What a great shot of all those cars there. And there we see Alpha going into the first corner with Racer Brown. Oh, it looked like Jam was looking for a move, but Guesty has made it late, and he has dropped down to 5th place behind Jam Huntington, he's got Casper now for company. It's close calls. It looks like Talleyrand has got ahead of Homesick Alien, but Homesick Alien is coming back at him in 8th and 9th. I know we're jumping all over the place, but I am just trying to keep up with the racing at the moment. So Homesick maintains 8th position ahead of Talleyrand. Alpha then still up in the lead by 2.3 seconds. Racer Brown is 1.5 seconds ahead of Skyjacker, but Skyjacker freed up from being behind Guesty. Guesty looks like he's really pulling off the line. It looks like now Casper managing to get past Guesty, and Shadow Rider also looking, but he's on the outside of the corner, and that is a 4-wheel drive car. It's going to be difficult to do that manoeuvre. And now he has Homesick Alien sitting for company, who also has Talleyrand keeping him company. Alpha 2.6 seconds ahead of Racer Brown on lap 2. These two guys just keeping it steady. Racer Brown losing a bit of time to Skyjacker. Skyjacker is on the move. He's got a purple, but then don't they all on the second lap? Anyone who crosses a sector has a purple. So Jam Huntington, a great 4th position ahead of Casper, and then you have Guesty ahead of Shadow Rider, who is ahead of Homesick, and Talleyrand making a move. No, just having a look, just weighing up his options. Alpha Knot coming to cross the line to do a 203.701. That is a great lap time. Great lap time. So Racer Brown with a 204.2 and Skyjacker with a 203.9. So Skyjacker is at this point faster, a lot faster than Racer Brown. Jam Huntington there in 4th ahead of Casper. We know Casper likes to wait. He takes his time with his move. He's like, oh, Guesty having a wide one there, giving Homesick the opportunity, and Homesick has somehow got past Shadow Rider, and so has Talleyrand. So we assume Shadow Rider either had a bit of a penalty or a little bit of an off, but we will not know. So Homesick ahead of Guesty. Looks like Talleyrand making his way past, and now it's lap 3 of 7. 5 minutes into this race, Shadow Rider just behind Guesty there in 8th and 9th. So Alpha Knot there out 3.3 seconds ahead of Racer Brown, but Racer Brown less than a second ahead of the monster Audi TT of Skyjackers. He's definitely pulling him in at this point, although it's just gone up to a second. Skyjacker maybe making, I don't know. It was 7/10, but it's up to a second between Racer Brown and Skyjacker now. So Racer Brown getting a shifty on, or Skyjacker making a small mistake, one or the other. Jam Huntington a little bit on his own, really. 1.5 seconds behind Skyjacker, 1.5 seconds ahead of Casper. He has to watch out for Casper though, the silent assassin. He waits until the end, the last lap, and then he pounces. Panther. Homesick Alien then ahead of Talleyrand. Talleyrand not being able to get through the field that easily. Well, none of them are really. And Guesty there, he's fallen behind Shadow Rider. So 3.5 seconds now for Alpha Knot's lead. He's on a lap 4 of 7. It's looking very comfortable for him. And this will be his first win in the MTCC4, Season 4. So, be great celebrations. Racer Brown looks like he's now still holding that second to Skyjacker. And we know that the Audis do tend to tear their front tyres apart a lot more rapidly than maybe the Lexus, or even, oh, Casper on Jam Huntington. He's caught him right up. It's only 3/10 behind him now. He did a 204.474 on his last lap to Jam Huntington's 204.747. So there's only 3/10 in it, and he's really caught him up. can't seem to shake off that penalty. I think he got that on lap 1. He's been carrying it the whole race. Casper, he's with the 9/10ths. I thought we had to move on, but it looks like Casper's just playing the long game. He's waiting. There's no need to go rushing in for these moves. Just take your time. Sit on board with Casper, 2/10ths behind. We can see Skyjacker there, catching up Racer Brown. I say catching him up, but Skyjacker's really off wide there, and at the same time, Casper trying to make a move around the outside of the Rocco. Tight stuff there. The Rocco obviously having to take a tighter line, compromises his racing line coming out. So Casper now trying to get the toe down into the first corner. Meanwhile, Jam Huntington is getting closer and closer to Skyjacker, because Skyjacker we saw having a small off at the same time. So there's a little race here for 3rd place going on. Racer Brown will be fuming in his helmet, but Jam Huntington and Casper still not finished. Casper up the inside, can he make it stick? But now Jam Huntington up the inside, he picked up a 2-second penalty in that little bit, and there you go. Casper has made his way through up into 4th position to try and attack the Audi, whose tyres are starting to look a little worse for wear. But no, Jam Huntington coming back at Casper. Casper now down, he's showing him down into 5th place. So Jam Huntington forcing his way through, and I didn't see anything too peculiar for that 2 seconds, so I don't suppose he'll the race directors or stewards, whatever, will take note of or class that as a corner cut or anything. So massive race on between Jam Huntington and Casper. Up ahead, Skyjacker Alpha Nut 3.8 seconds ahead of Racer Brown. Racer Brown 2.7 seconds ahead of Skyjacker. Skyjacker 1.1 seconds ahead of Jam Huntington, who's got his hands full at the moment with a Casper all over the back of him. 2/10ths at 5th place for Casper. 6th is Homesick, who's just ahead of Talleyrand at the moment. Shadow Rider is in 8th and Guesty down in 9th. So going back to this battle with Jam Huntington and Casper, it's not over yet. My worry is, even if he doesn't have to spend that 2 seconds, he's still got to get rid of it somewhere, Jam Huntington, because when he crosses the line, it'll just automatically put him probably to the back of the grid. How far behind is Casper? 1.6 seconds ahead. I think Jam's there trying to lose a bit of that penalty. A little nudge there from Casper. Casper now up the inside of Jam. It's getting heated between these two now, and Casper has taken the lead, but Jam giving him a nudge. Didn't expect him to break that hard, I suppose, in front of him, but there you go. It's all over, and now Homesick is looking for an opportunity to get past Jam Huntington. At this point, Jam Huntington carrying that quite heavy penalty. It seems at Nurburgring you can't, the braking zones mean that you just can't shake them off. So up at the head, 4 seconds for Alpha Nut. We're on lap 6, the penultimate lap. He's only got to get round this lap and the next, and it's over. Racer Brown, a fine 2nd place there, 3.2 seconds ahead of Skyjacker, whose tyres are shot. So I can't see Skyjacker being able to attack Racer Brown at this point. Casper though only a second behind Skyjacker, so Skyjacker has got a whole load of woes coming his way before the end of the race. Jam Huntington still carrying that heavy penalty, and the Homesick Alien 7/10ths behind Jam. Is so tight still. So Talleyrand only less than a second behind Homesick. Shadow Rider a little bit further back, and Guesty further back from that. Wow, what a race. It looks like Alpha Nut's got the fastest lap and the win under his belt. I think it's safe to say that going on to the last lap, he would really have to throw it off or something to lose this win. And Racer Brown looks like he's got a cool second place in his grips. Now Skyjacker, I don't think it's all done and dusted, what with Casper being 3/10 behind. Casper nearly pulled the trigger, but thought, no, I'm going to wait a little bit longer, get a little bit closer. And Jam Huntington still in 5th ahead of Homesick, still got 1.9 second penalty. Oh dear. So there goes Homesick. He's trying to get off the inside of the Rocco, and he manages it. Jam Huntington down to 6th place. Homesick up into 5th. Talleyrand trying to follow him through. It's not done yet. No. Yes. What am I looking at? I'm looking at Talleyrand. He's in. Yeah, he got ahead of Jam Huntington. Bloody cars look the same, don't they? These Sirocco Rockets. They just look the same. So Talleyrand also got ahead. Jam dropped down 2 places then, and he's still got that 1.9 second penalty. So let's watch Alpha Nut. Hang on. Excuse me. Alpha Nut 4.3 seconds ahead of Racer Brown. Skyjacker is still ahead of Casper. Can he hold him off for a whole lap? It's a big ask. His tyres are shot, whereas Casper's look absolutely fresh as a daisy. And thank you, sir, Casper says. I've got so much more grip than you. I am just going to whoosh past you. So great move there by Casper. Skyjacker down to 4th. Here you see Talleyrand making a move on Homesick Alien. And he makes it stick down the straight. Pure grunt. He's waiting for that on the last lap, but Homesick Alien hasn't finished yet. So we're watching Alpha Nut coming around the last corner, 4 seconds leading from Racer Brown. Homesick looks like he's got back ahead of Talleyrand, but we will get down there again. Racer Brown there holding into 2nd place. Fantastic stuff. Casper and Skyjacker side by side down the straight. Who is it going to be? It's Skyjacker. Casper couldn't shake off that penalty, I guess. Homesick finishing ahead of Talleyrand. Jam Huntington in 7th. Shadow Rider is in 8th. And Guesty as in 9th. Wow. What a race there. Look, yeah, all the altercations because of the penalties. So, congratulations, Alpha Nuts. Brilliant stuff. Fastest lap. And, well, it is pole, but it's pole by default. Race win and fastest lap. Can't ask for much more from a race 3, led from start to finish. So there you go. There are your results for race 3. What an exciting round 2 of the MTCC. How many C's did I say then? MTCC4. Season 4. No, I didn't say 4 C's. I've said a lot more C's. Just talking about C's. I shouldn't have talked about the C's so much. So that was Nurburgring, round 2 of the MTCC4 Championship. Thank you for watching. Please come to our website and have a look around at www.virtualracersclub.co.uk. We are rather proud of it. Skyjacker has done some fantastic work. And yes, keep an eye out on YouTube for our other racing series. There's some corkers out there and there's some great racing. So I don't know if there's anything else I've got to push really. I think Rally's starting on Thursday, Rally X, but it's full. So there's nothing more to say, I think. And again, people have been tidying up, so all my papers are everywhere. So anything I had written down to tell you, I don't have. So all I can say is thank you for watching, and I was your commentator. I've got no list of names, and I can only think of rude ones. And I don't want to say the only one I'm thinking of because that's too rude. Okay. Well, alright then. Well, I was your commentator, Ben Dover. Thank you for tuning in. Join in again next Friday for More fun and frolics here. I don't know what round we're at. What round are we at? I'll tell you what round we're at, and then I'll go. That'll be the last thing I do. Okay, I'm going to Discord. I'm on the MTCC drivers chat. So I just have to go up to the MTCC4 season info, keep scrolling up, and I will tell you that next week, oh yeah baby, we're at Interlagos. Don't miss out on that. That's going to be a humdinger, baby. Those four-wheel drives should be looking good there. Maybe Homesick's first win on the cards. We will have to wait and see. Cool. Alright, well, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Thank you.